going on, everyone? It's Lena Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Friday. It's Good Friday. It's Good News Day, and I'm excited to be here to report some much needed good news because I know we could all really use it. I know I could because this world is going to crazy places sometimes, and we could all just use a little getaway, whether that's going on vacation or just turning off your phone and getting away from social media. But at least I try to do this show to remind you guys that there's still good going on out there. There's still good people. There's still turtle love. Cute turtle love. The birds are still chirping. The sun is still shining. And all the good things in the world still also exist. So let's all have hope. And if you don't, it's okay because I'll have it for you because I have infinite hope. And I would just also like to remind you guys that it is episode 245. And let's all count our blessings because only 2 episodes ago, I didn't know if I would make it to episode 245. But I am here. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful that, I survived and we're still doing more episodes of this show. Really kind of gives you perspective, it gives you a little bit of perspective. And I just saw somebody said there's a Katie did raid. So what's up? How shout out to Katie. What's up, Katie? Thank you so much for the raid. What's up, Holocron Library Fox? There's a lot of people here today. So thank you all for joining me. Make sure you guys smash the like, share the stream, and all the good stuff. We have so much to talk about. We have Pamela Anderson. Good news. I mean, Pamela Anderson is just kicking butt everywhere. Just like I love her no makeup movement situation. I just love her energy. She's doing really cool stuff. So there's Pamela Anderson positive news, which we have to go over, obviously, because I love her. We've got a diver rescue situation that happened in Cozumel, which is like really near to where I am. So that's kind of like local news that I want to share with you guys. We've got a lightning strike that happened to somebody, and then a good human stepped up and changed the outcome of the situation, which is really crazy because whenever you hear like lightning strike, like you're like, oh my God, that's kind of crazy stuff. We have so much more news, like a pit bull. Pit bulls are usually known for bad things, but this pit bull was like, I am breaking the mold. He's like the shark in what is that movie where the sharks are trying to be good? He's like that pit bull. He's like, I'm breaking the mold. I'm breaking these barriers. I'm going to prove to everybody that pit bulls aren't all the same. I'm going to save lives. And that's what he did. We're going to talk about that story and so much more, you guys. So hang in there and make sure you smash the like. I'm going to just Finding Nemo. That's what it was. It's been a long time since I've seen Finding Nemo. But I remember I thought that was a really funny subplot where the sharks were like, we're going to be good sharks now. That was a good plot. Psychotic Mongoose is here. What's up, Psychotic Mongoose? Thank you so much for gifting a membership to the chat. So very sweet. I don't like when YouTube does this weird thing to the names, but I can recognize the thumbnail and it's TD. So what's up, TD? How you doing? There's so many people in the chat. Darren's here, of course, mod extraordinaire, dropping the links. Make sure you pay attention to what Darren's saying in the chat. We got, I don't know who this is, but that was the first person to make a comment last night, right when I make the thing. And thanks, Cecil Leary. Thank you very much. We got turtle love requests. Everybody loves turtle love. I had to show Dante that the other night. He didn't know what was going on with the turtle love. He was like, "What?" I was like, "Look, they make funny noises. They make funny noises. That's the entire thing of it." Who else is here? We have so many people here, and I'm just totally. Oh, there's Steel Leg. Steel Leg is here. What's up, Steel Leg? Keely Chow is here. We've got. I can't recognize anybody's name because of YouTube's weird situation. Um, Kiss My Groin is here. I love that name. Swift -1, obviously the Katie Did crew. Thank you. Main Defender is here. What's up, Main Defender? How you doing? And so many more. The Grim Dark. Hello. And hello to all of you. So let's get the show started with some Pamela Anderson goodness. Some Pamela Anderson pickling. Yes, I said that. You heard that right. She's been pickling. I love pickles. Pamelas Pickles are helping wildlife in California. That's the story today. Oh, let me take down this. Not that I don't love the turtle love, but let's take it down for for this story. Um, so Pamela's pickling, you guys, and it's kind of cool. Look how sweet she is. Look at I just love her vibe. She got Pamela Anderson's pickles. Says Pamela Anderson isn't just making headlines on screen, she's also stepping into the culinary world with a purpose. The Naked Gun actress has teamed up with Flamingo Estate to launch Pamela's Pickles with 100% of proceeds going to the California Wildlife Center, a nonprofit dedicated to rescuing, rehabilitating, and releasing native wild animals along the California coast. What a lovely endeavor. 100% of the proceeds. That's amazing. These gourmet pickles are crafted from an award winning recipe passed down from Pamela's great aunt Vi. She was an award winning pickler and canner, a great cook, and such a joy to be around, Anderson said. She wrote a book, From Pickles to Pearls. This is legit. Anderson describes Pamela's Pickles as a spicier twist on her great aunt's original recipe, made entirely with organic ingredients like rose, dill, mustard, and garlic, plus pink peppercorns. Wait, what is this word? Guajillo chile, and smoky sea salt. Each limited edition jar is priced at $38. Beyond the flavor, the heartfelt motivation behind the project ties directly to her family's connection with the California Wildlife Center. My boys and I spent countless hours volunteering there and have raised money over the years through multiple lemonade stands. Anderson shared, and it was her, and it was always nice, a Mother's Day present, to go to the Wildlife Center to volunteer and clean bird cages. It's so important to protect wildlife. That's incredible. What a giving thing to do, because cleaning bird cages is not fun at all. I have done it a couple of times and it was awful. So kudos to her. You can purchase Anderson's limited edition pickles here. I'm going to drop the link for you guys just in case you're interested in going and buying Pamela's Pickles to help the wildlife, people. Here is the link for that. I'm also going to share. Let me share the screen so you guys can see Pamela's Pickles. She's got a real nice website. This is not the page for the website, I don't think, but here's the pickles. $38. 709 milliliters, 24 ounces. Look how lovely she is. Go buy yourself some pickles, people. I would totally buy some pickles if I lived in the States. I'm very much into pickles. And you know what else is interesting is, like, in Mexico, they really like their sweet pickles. So they don't have like really like we have to find like kosher pickles to get like real pickles. But it's like they don't really do like real kosher pickles. Look how lovely she is. She's just a lovely person. I love it. She's got other stuff going on too. So there you go. I just thought I'd share that. I thought it was a fun story. What's up, Katie Did Raiders? How you guys doing? What's up, Katie Did? Hi. Hi, good to see you, Katie. I don't know if she's in the chat, but it's lovely. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. I always appreciate the raids, and I'm always terrible at it. Every time, like literally almost every time I end a stream, I look to see like who's streaming after, and then I'm like, oh my god, I could have totally rated this person. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at rates. Kiss McGroin is asking if there's a Wednesday show. There's absolutely a main Wednesday show. We talk about very different subjects than we talk about over here. The Wednesday show is about, like my channel is like the yin and yang. The Wednesday show is the yin, the dark side. And this is the yang. Or is it the opposite way? I forget which one's dark, which one's light. The point is we talk about the dark side on the Wednesday show. It's very different. What's up, David Morris? Look, the only reason I know this is David Morris is because of the icon. This is why you should never change your icon, people. Because otherwise, I would have never known. Like Top Cat, who's that? But it's David Morris. I know because of the icon. It's hot as balls here in the south coast of England. My God, you've no idea, bro. It is hot over here. I'm in Cancun, sunny Cancun. It's they don't call it that for nothing. I don't even want to go outside. So make sure you keep your balls cool. My goodness. My goodness. I'm a spicy kind of guy. Me too. I like spicy. I got it. I got it. I got it right. Yin is dark. I knew it. So yeah, Wednesday, yin, Friday, yang. That's what we do. That's how we roll over here. It's hot in Belgium too. It's a hot summer. It's one of those scorchers. I was hearing like even Vancouver, Canada's been pretty hot. My mom was telling me it's pretty hot, although it's raining today apparently. Shout out to my mama who's probably watching. But apparently it's raining today. It was raining here yesterday too. But we could definitely always use more rain around here. Speaking of local news, I had local news, you guys. Here is a story about the heroic dive master rescues Cozumel divers and public raises $50,000 to treat his injuries. This is really cool news to hear about from Mexico, because Mexican people, they're lovely people, and if they realize somebody needs help, they will band together to help the person. I've known many lovely, lovely Mexican people that do that, and this is such story. From Mexico comes a story of a heroic diving instructor who was injured in the process of saving a group he was leading. Manolo Acuña Zepeda, a beloved and experienced dive master in Cozumel, risked his life to save a group of divers from an oncoming speedboat illegally operating over UCAP Reef. So like at the speedboats, you're not supposed to go a certain speed because they all know this is tourist destination. So they all know that there's certain places you just cannot like speed up your boat. Like there's literal actual speed limits, or like can't even go in that area because people are diving or scuba diving or whatever. It's very dangerous. You have to be very mindful of where you're boating around here. So in this case, I guess this person was just out to lunch while they were speedboating and turned up. They went to a very bad location. This beautiful reef is typically done as a second dive following a deeper dive, and is of an intermediate experience. The trick is to remain calm and allow yourself to drift in the strong current to reduce your oxygen consumption rate. On July 25th, Zepeda was leading a dive over the Yucab when he saw a speedboat in the area illegally coming right for his group. He heroically pushed his divers out of the path, but was struck severely, injured by the boat's propellers. That's awful. Like, ouch, ouch. A GoFundMe was set up by a fellow diver, John Flynn of Sand Dollar Sports, and that is his colleagues face along a painful recovery as a propeller broke his leg. Oh, ouch. The medical costs were to be substantial in Cozumel International Hospital. Y'all, I can vouch for the substantial costs of medical stuff in Mexico. Is if you want good care, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. I could definitely vouch for that. Definitely vouch. So thankfully a GoFundMe was set up, and it's basically raised the full amount. The response from the diving community has been immense, with the GoFundMe receiving 92% of the needed funds to cover the medical and rehab costs. He underwent his first surgery to stabilize compound fracture in his right tibia, ouch, in late August, and in another repair his broken fibula. That he lost a significant amount of blood, and despite multiple transfusions, his hemoglobin remained dangerously low. And in advance of the second surgery, blood donations from the dive community covered the deficit. That's incredible. They were like donating blood as well. On August 8th, Zapata was discharged from the hospital with bones capable of healing on their own and hyperbaric treatments to help speed him along. Manolo will begin his physical therapy and respiratory therapy shortly after discharge, Flynn wrote on August 7th update. An at-home nurse will visit regularly to assist with his care. His family had to rent another house to accommodate a wheelchair. Almost $50,000 was raised for the medical bills, ensuring that Zapata will enjoy his favorite activity once again. So that's really cool news in terms of how the community came together and to help this man. It's always nice to hear these kind of stories. I love these kind of good stories. Yay, good humans! Yay, good humans! That's what life is all about. To get the help when you need it the most. What's going on, Steel Leg? Your internet's not working? Oh, it's always sucks to like deal with bad internet problems. I'm sorry. Oh, look at this message from Kiss My Groin. What a lovely thing to say. Nina, you are rubbing off on me. I'm spreading the Nina-ary with all my listeners on my weekly radio show. Now signing off by telling them to be good humans and perform random acts of kindness. I love that. Yay! It's the butterfly effect. You have no idea what's going to happen. Maybe somebody will go and help somebody, and then somebody else will go help somebody, and then somebody else will go help somebody. And it is. Kindness is contagious, you guys. We can save the world with kindness. I truly believe that. And I don't think that's just my Canadian side. Yay, good humans. Yay, Darren. We have so many more good human stories. Like this one here. Oh my gosh. Listen to this story. Look at, like, we're talking about this is what I'm talking about right here. This is how you save people's lives, and you know this person is going to go on to carry it on over. And this is what happens with kindness. This is what happens. This story right here is exactly what I was just talking about. A lightning struck took everything, but a stranger gave it back. But this story is not that simple. This is a story about giving back. And here it is. Thank God I don't have to read it. Here we go.
Tonight, a story you'll only see on WJCL 22 News. In July, a powerful lightning strike just sparked a fire that tore through an apartment complex. As you're looking at some of the pictures of the damage, leaving almost 20 people without a home, including a Savannah college student who lost everything. Now, a stranger is turning her heartbreak into hope.
WJCL 22 News' Tia Maggio has the story.
I'm still in shock, kind of even more, just trying to process it.
It's been 1 month since Georgia Southern University student Bella Rosales watched everything she owned vanish in a lightning-related fire.
Burnt through my backpack. One of my favorite books is burned through.
With no renter's insurance, no family nearby, and only an internship and a tight college budget to get by, she had no way to replace any of it. Until now, that's when Mike Horn stepped in. Horn saw our coverage on Rosales, and her loss struck a chord. He, too, had once lost everything in Hurricane Helene.
Our Statesboro community really stepped up to help me out after the hurricane. And then a week later, I lost my wife to cancer.
And devastating.
Just the overall support. And that, I felt that it's time to get back.
Horn's late wife owned a furniture store. Using what she left behind, he worked with us to replace the pieces Rosales had lost. On Monday, we went to Rosales' new home, where she had been living with just a mattress and a bed frame, to surprise her.
This nice gentleman had saw my story, and he wanted to get you completely new furniture. So this is all for a tenant. I'm in shock. I'm so thankful and insanely grateful for the support of Savannah.
Now she has a furnished room and a reason to feel at home again.
I think tonight might be my first night I'm actually there, which is crazy.
It's a life-changing gift from a man she never met, showing how one act of kindness can spread far beyond one home.
This is not just a one-time thing, but I encourage people to step up and help out when they see a story like this.
Reporting in Savannah, Tia Maggio, WJCL 22 News.
What a lovely human being. And you know what? It's up to her now to pass it along. You got to pay it forward. You got to pay it forward. Look at this. Pulsar echoing what I just said. You got to pay it forward is a great movie and a good example. It's true. I love that movie. And I was just saying, you got to pay it forward. And that's what this man did. That's what this man did. Keely Chow. Keely. There's more important things in this story, but she is lovely. She is definitely lovely. Look at that lovely smile. She's got a beautiful dress on. Definitely, I'm sure she brightened this dude's day. Definitely. It's always nice to look at a pretty lady. Keely is right. Keely is right. I can't disagree. I can't disagree with what Keely was saying. She was lovely. She was, what do they call that? Eye candy. Eye candy. But the story is even more lovely. You got to pay it forward. Pay it forward. Look at everybody coming out of the woodworks now. She was smoking hot. Everyone's like, what channel was that? Let's hear some more good stories with hot anchors like that, right? Am I right? Here is another great story. I apologize in advance for having to read this one to you guys. But here we go. It says a massive no-show order at a restaurant leads to 2 amazing acts of kindness. What started as a frustrating no-show for a massive takeout order turned into a story of kindness and community spirit in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I totally butchered that name. Here is the local restaurant pictured. Stack Burger, a local favorite, had prepared an enormous lunch order last Thursday. 10 double stack burgers, 5 regular stack burgers, 5 cheeseburgers, 5 chicken sandwiches, 5 poutines. Poutine. 10 orders of fries, and 20 milkshakes, all ready for the 1:30 p.m. pickup. But when the pickup time came and went, the customer was nowhere to be found. Attempts to call the number on the order revealed it was out of service. In a Facebook post, the restaurant shared their disappointment, noting they hoped the person who placed the order was okay. They decided the best way forward was to turn the unexpected situation into a blessing, donating the food to Pauline's Place, a local women's shelter. This is the post they made with the food. Going forward, we will have to make changes to the large call in orders the restaurant wrote. We don't want to jump to conclusions, and we hope that the person who made the order is okay. It did end on a positive note, though, as we were able to donate the food to a local women's shelter. Thank you so much for accepting our donation. The gesture quickly caught at the attention of the community. Just a few hours later, a person walked into the restaurant after reading about the donation online. They asked for the cost of the unclaimed order, which came to $439.20. Although the cashier assured them that the payment wasn't needed, the customer insisted on covering the entire bill and asked to remain anonymous. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing, you guys. They had read that we had donated the order to a women's shelter, Pauline's Place, and wanted to pay for it. The restaurant shared in an updated update on Facebook. As a small business, this amount of money is significant, so we are forever grateful. We feel this act of kindness speaks volumes to our community and how, with the help of Stackburger family, we were able to turn a negative into a positive, negative experience into a positive. Yay, that's what it's all about. The update brought a wave of positive responses online. Supporters praised the kindness on display, with one person writing, "Kindness always brings more kindness." Another added, "This is so heartwarming. There's good in the world." Others celebrated the spirit of the community, including a comment that read, "Salute Cité Marie is full of wonderful, amazing people. Let's celebrate the good ones and not give the bad ones any space." That's what we try to do every Friday over here. Celebrate good humans. And this is what it's all about, you guys. You got to help when you can. You got to help when you can. That's all you can do. If you can help, you do what you can. And that's it. That's the whole story. What's up, Spike? How you doing? Good to see you. You came at a time when I was reading. How you doing, John Thomas? Good to see you. Poutine is so good. I love poutine. But the weirdest part is it's so rich though. So every time I have poutine, I literally take maybe 2 bites and I'm like, I'm done. Because it's very artery clogging. I can't I don't think I've ever finished a full poutine. And for those of you that don't know, poutine is a Canadian dish, and it consists of fries and gravy and cheese, and it's amazing. It's quite amazing. That's all I can say about it, is that it's amazing. Here is another story about giving and good humans and a small business, because you guys you have to know, if you have never ran a small business, you have no idea how important it is to obviously make ends meet. You gotta, that last story, it's very stressful when you have a big order and you're a small business and you're like, oh my God, where am I gonna pay for the next order I have, because you're not making any money back. So it was really crazy that person went in and did that for them. And this is a similar kind of story, but this time it's actually a bigger company helping them out. So this is a really cool story, I thought. And it says, local pet store's simple request leads to $100,000 of dog food donation. Today's good news story comes from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And yes, I did look up how to pronounce Sioux because I was like, how do you pronounce this? But basically the UX. Yes, I did look up how you pronounce it. Okay, people. What began as a simple ask for help has snowballed into one of the biggest acts of generosity in Sioux Falls animal rescue have ever seen in a long time. Look at all the dog food that was donated. It's amazing. It's amazing. Roxy & Co., a locally owned pet supply store, initially reached out to NutriSource Pet Foods, hoping for a modest donation to help feed dogs in a local rescue. NutriSource agreed, but when they learned just how dire the situation was, everything changed. Too many animals, not enough fosters, not enough homes, and not enough funds, Roxy & Co. shared on Facebook. That's when NutriSource called back with a game-changing question. How much room do you have? And the answer, we will make room. So here is the guy thanking NutriSource for donating all that dog food. The result was staggering. 6,541 bags of dog food weighing in at 33,160 pounds and valued at nearly $100,000 delivered to help feed the rescue dogs across Sioux Falls area. The donation means countless dogs in need will have full bellies while they wait for their forever homes, Roxy & Co. said. Oh, I hope they all find forever homes. But beyond the numbers, the store hopes they inspires a bigger takeaway. When you support small business, when you support small locally owned businesses, you're supporting the community. Partnerships like this happen because small businesses like Roxy & Co. Reinvest locally, and because brands like NutriSource choose to work with independent retailers who share their values. Roxy & Co. summed it up best. Together, we've proven that when hearts unite, amazing things can happen. And it's so true. Look at that. That's wonderful. That's just good news. That's just good news. What else do you want? What else can you ask for, right? It's just good news, people. It's just good news. And also, I apologize if you hear the vacuum in the background. Can you guys hear that vacuum? I'm just curious. I'm just. Oh my God! I almost exited the show. I almost exited the show. That's a lot of dog food. That is a lot of dog food. You don't hear the vacuum? Oh, thank God. Okay, that's good. Thank God this mic's a good mic then. All right. We're going to go into the next story, which is about more good humans. This is amazing. I love this story, but there's a caveat. You're probably going to cry.
Shields up.
Shields all the way up, people, for this next story, because it's a wonderful story about so many good humans, and we need more people like this, but shields all the way up, people. Shields all the way up. And thankfully, I don't have to read this one. So here we go. How lucky can I be? One small act leads to a big love for a 96-year-old veteran. Look at this wonderful group of good humans. Gonna listen to the story. Here we go.
Well, tonight, a chance encounter at a Maryland bar led to an outpouring of support for a Korean War veteran. Neighbors and strangers are now coming together to make a positive impact in one man's life. WUSA 9 viewers told our Sean Martinelli about this inspiring story, and he takes us to the city of Frederick to get to the heart of it.
Every week, the Anchor Bar in Frederick, Maryland could be Cheers. On Thursdays, a customer comes in and everybody knows his name.
Charlie's a great guy.
We love Mr. Charlie. He's such a doll.
Fun. He's fun. Yeah.
He's 96.
Yeah.
He's 96 years old.
They're talking about.
I love these kind of stories that are like feature stories because it also talks about how, when you're a kind person, it kind of gives that vibe, right? Like when you're a kind person and you make an impression on people, that's when people are going to come through for you because you're being kind and you have good energy and you've affected people's lives and they care about you. And that's what really matters in life. So this is that kind of story.
Charlie Rensel.
What do I usually order? Beer?
Coors Light.
What else?
A few months ago, Charlie ordered the same drink in this same spot.
He likes to be the center of attention.
When something different happened.
I noticed Mr. Charlie had a Korean War hat. And I just went quietly to the bartender and I said, I want to pay their bill.
Alex Nolan didn't know Charlie, but he's a fellow veteran.
And I fussed at him. I said, you don't have to do that. I said, we can pay our own way. He said, well, he's a veteran. And he said, I want to do it.
Alex not only picked up Charlie and his wife Anna's bill.
As a veteran, it was personal for me.
He learned they live in this Brunswick home, that they go to the bar after Charlie's oncology appointments.
He has some kind of blood cancer.
But other than that,
Dementia starting.
I've been,
Oh, it's so sad.
memories starting to go to hell. But, well, I'm sorry. That's right. We're on tape.
As Charlie got care,
Still got
parts of their home needed repair.
good sense of humor.
They didn't ask for this. I'm literally asking them and saying, we're going to make this happen.
Alex enlisted the restaurant regulars.
I hadn't seen something like this.
Community members.
It was incredible.
And strangers.
Half the people who helped, I didn't even know their names.
Though they knew Charlie and knew they had to help.
And we wanted to make a difference.
Fundraising for the bathroom remodel that was to make it ADA compliant.
So he didn't have to go up the stairs.
Someone looks, hey, those windows are really bad.
Redoing the concrete in the front walk to be able to make sure that that's accessible with a walker.
These are new windows here.
All of that, along with new paint.
We painted this entire living room up into the stairwells.
And new landscaping.
There was not enough thank yous to say how much we appreciate everything, what they've done for us.
Very true.
Improvements totaling more than $10,000
So
with more
sweet.
to go.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Believe me.
The Korean War vet says he's felt a lot in his near century on Earth, but never anything
Yep.
like this.
Yep.
You're okay. You're okay.
Not doing it because I'm sad. I'm doing it because I'm happy.
You make me cry now. You got people saying they want to grow up to be just like Charlie.
I'm not going to cry.
And to think it all started here with one stranger who picked up a check.
They even said, Alex, why are people so nice, Miss Anna? They don't know me and they're so nice. I said, well, people do care.
He's enjoying life right now.
Very much so. The old life is winding down on the right foot.
On the right foot, thanks to the right people. Even better than everyone knowing his name, Charlie now knows they care.
How lucky can I be?
In Frederick, Maryland, Sean Martinelli, WUSA 9.
God, what a good story. That's just good for the soul, man. That is just good for the soul. Spike saying, Nina warned us, but I really wasn't ready for that. I'm telling you. When I tell you to put your shields up, I mean it. I mean it. Yes, good humans. Good humans. I mean, there's just so much on that. I cried yesterday. This shows Shields failed. Shields failed back to try. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Kindness is so contagious. It really is. It really is. And I'm sorry, Graham, to hear that the dementia has claimed both sides of my family right in the fields. I know it's one of the worst things. It's one of the worst things, but man, he is still doing well. That guy was doing real well. And it's just, dementia, cancer, all of these things are just one of the worst things in life. But when you have good support around you, it makes all the difference. It really does. Really, really does. I have more stories that's gonna make you guys cry. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But it also shows you how amazing people can be. It shows you how amazing people can be. Here's another story. Now, this one is not as shieldy, I think, but maybe it is for some people. So what do I know? I'm just telling you, I didn't cry on this one. Officer spots woman struggling to mow her yard, returns to help after a 12-hour shift. What a wonderful young man. He's also not bad looking, which is totally not relevant, but still, like, he looks good on the inside and he's kind on the outside and he's kind on the inside is what I meant to say.
She just looked like she needed help that day. And when I stopped to ask her, and she allowed me to help her.
Officer Jonathan Cox was out on patrol when he saw Dory Oliver pushing a lawnmower with one hand and balancing on her walker with the other.
You know, when you've worked all your life and you've done it all your life, and then suddenly you can't, it's not a good feeling.
The Wyandotte resident has trouble walking, making yard work very difficult, and has called a few companies to come out to her home.
3 different times somebody said, yeah, I'll be there to help you, and nobody ever came.
So when Officer Cox saw her trying to mow the lawn herself, he told her to
Aw.
stop and that he'd help her.
It was overgrown. Unfortunately, there's a storm that took a bunch of branches down, and it needed cleaned up.
And sure enough, after a 12-hour shift, he came back to her house, spending not 1 but 2 days cutting the grass, clearing the gutters, and sprucing up her yard.
What a blessing it was. Not only professionally, he would be there for me if I needed him, but just out of the kindness of his own heart and a willingness to help someone.
The kind gesture prompting this phone call to Wyandotte's chief of police, letting the station know what Officer Cox had done.
I'm just still in awe of what he did for me. He doesn't even know me. He just took care of what was impossible for me because I can't walk without the walker.
Such a good human.
I just have to commend him, and I thank him so much.
I'm very blessed in the position where I'm at, whether it's personally and or professionally, to help others.
And Dory Oliver says she's grateful for his heart of gold.
I don't have the words. I mean, I didn't know this young man at the time. And now he's my adopted grandson.
Oh, that's
Yes,
so
I seen this guy.
sweet. Now he's my adopted grandson. That's so sweet, you guys. What a nice officer. Everybody, like, I wish more officers were like Officer Cox. Yes, that was his name. And he's very, very nice young man. Nice young man. Kiss my groin. Calm down. His name was that. That was his name. His name was Officer Cox. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes people have unfortunate names, okay? It's just the way it is. All right. Next story here. And now this is one of those stories where I've always told you guys, if you're a regular on this channel, you know that some stories aren't all like super happy stories, kind of like the one we watched last. But what it shows you, when I share these kind of stories, I want to remind you guys that obviously life is not perfect. Like, not everything good is going on all the time. But sometimes some stories are redemption stories. Like, you have to remember that people struggle through different things all the time and bad things do happen, but it's how we respond to those moments that really count. And how you kind of you pull through something yourself, and then you're doing something for others to give back or whatever. And this is that story. And it's also the story of a dog who's breaking molds. And that's this story right here. Something told me to follow him. A pit bull leads a stranger to save 2 lives. And that's this gentleman right here. And we're going to actually listen to the story. Here is the hero dog. We're going to actually listen to the story, and then we're going to read the update to the story. So here we go.
A man tells me he was playing with his dog at this dog park when another dog approached him frantically, clearly wanting the man to follow him. So he did. He walked down this direction, and he says what he found was 2 people in need of life-saving measures.
I'm really glad that he did what he did. He definitely got my attention.
A dog's cries for attention relentless.
He would come just close enough for me to be out of arm's reach, and then he would bark, turn around, run a few steps, turn around, bark again. And it felt like he was trying to get my attention. And I got this overwhelming feeling.
It's like the Lassie effect. They do that when they want you to follow them because something's happened.
Feeling that he wanted me to follow him.
Gary Thines left his dog with a friend at the dog park and blindly followed this little guy's lead. First, out of concern that he was alone and traffic on Chestnut Street was heavy. But when the dog's path ended here, he knew something was wrong.
He led me to a tent encampment with 2. The first I saw just the one gentleman. I tried to get his attention to wake him up, and he wouldn't. He was completely unresponsive. I couldn't even tell if he was breathing or not. And then I turned around and noticed a pair of legs sticking out of a tent, and I tried to shake them, and it was a woman who would not respond to me as well either.
He called 911. Within minutes, police and medics were there. Pittsburgh Public Safety telling me a male and female were taken to the hospital unresponsive.
As someone in recovery myself that's dealt with similar, I'm assuming, issues that they have, I'm 16 months sober from heroin addiction. I know how quick you need to react to save someone's life. And so the very first thing that went through my head was immediately call the police, get someone out there as fast as they can.
But the first potentially life-saving action, Thines credits to this dog.
He's a persistent little puppy. He's amazing. And he definitely saved some lives yesterday.
The dog remains in Thines' care while the 2 people are in the hospital. Covering Allegheny County on Pittsburgh's North Shore, Kaylee Gunderson, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
So there you go. That's the story. And just to go back to it for a second, because there was a couple updates. Now, as you guys heard in that story, that guy was a recovering addict himself, that's what I was talking about. Like, this is kind of also a redemption story, which is really interesting. Interesting enough, his name's also Gary. And if you guys know, Gary Buechler, from Neurotic, has a very similar story. Sometimes, you get involved in certain things and you have a road to recovery and you can turn that around. Now, in this case, in this Gary story, he ended up saving a couple lives, but he knew what he was walking into when he walked into that really tragic situation. And he knew exactly what was happening. So it's just so interesting. And I was reading his post on Facebook that he had posted, and he talked about his recovery. So it was like a really interesting kind of thing to read about. And it says here, worried about the dog's future, Gary learned that the animal control that he would be taken to a pound far away from the city, a place where the owners might not be able to reach or afford. So he offered to take the dog home with him. The woman who had stopped by to help turned out to be a social worker who knew the 2 individuals personally. She planned to visit them in the hospital and let them know that their dog was safe. Gary said that he will care for the pit bull until his humans are well enough to reunite with them. The pup is a little thin, has an eye infection, but Gary is determined to help the little hero who may have saved 2 lives that night. I don't think it's in May. I think it definitely saved 2 lives last night, that night. This experience has been surreal, Gary wrote. It only affirms to me that God is real and that he speaks to you if you choose to listen. And so I'm glad that I did. So like, I mean, it's just so interesting to read something like that from someone who's gone through recovery and has come from the other side. And I think it's a really good story, and that is what Infinite Hope is about, is to have hope in people that even when they're at their darkest place, that they will turn things around. I mean, this is definitely like a something for the people who were involved in the story as well, for the two that almost died. Because maybe this is something that's going to turn their life around by meeting Gary at some point. Maybe Gary's story about how he recovered from her heroin addiction will help them to recover as well. So I love these kind of stories because it shows that, people aren't perfect by any means, and this world is certainly not perfect, but you can try your best to at least make it a little bit better for yourself at the very least. So there you go. That's Gary's story there. And I thought it was really cool. And of course, the little hero dog that, uh, you know, broke some molds, as a pit bull. He's like, I'm not going to let the name pit bull is going to be a little bit, thought of better after this story. I think he did a good job. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a hero dog. Absolutely. Little crypto. 200 Watt Studios is here. Hello, 200 Watt Studios. Thank you for the $5. Always here to brighten the day. 200 Watt Studios saying, speaking of unfortunate names, his wife's maiden name is Lotzapine. Damn it, 200 Watt Studios. Thank you for the $5 to say that. That was that was wonderful. I hate you. Why are you here to ruin my show? I was just I went on this rant, this beautiful rant about redemption and all of this, and then to get that super chat, you're just like, so glad you guys take me so seriously. Damn it, 200 Watt Studios. We got way more good news, you guys. Isn't that crazy? It's been a good show so far, I feel like. We have more good stories. Many more. Here is a story about a group of people being honored, a group of good humans being honored for being good humans. A trio of neighborhood honored for saving the lives of Florida plane crash survivors. This is so crazy. Look at these people. They're all good humans trying to save lives, not even just one. They saved 3 lives. Thank God I have to read the story. Here it is. Here we go.
Update after a plane went down near North Perry Airport last month.
New tonight, the Pembroke Pines City Commission is honoring the Good Samaritans who rushed to help the victims. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa joins us live with more on the special awards. Christian.
Now, how many people do you know who are not first responders would run into harm's way, risk their lives to save someone else's? That's exactly what these neighbors did, and that is why tonight they've been rightfully honored.
On that day, a small aircraft approaching North Perry Airport crashed, striking a tree at 6837 Southwest 14th Street. The plane immediately caught fire, trapping the pilot, an adult passenger, and 2 children inside as thick black smoke filled the cabin.
It was a Sunday back in July. Armed with courage and a sledgehammer, neighbors ran into danger to save 2 adults and 2 children from a small plane crash in their Pembroke Pines neighborhood. Tonight, 3 of those good Samaritans honored by their city leaders. Boca Raton Police Detectives Scott Hanley, Terrence Sheffield, and Eddie Crispin.
It was like kind of like intimidating. First time I've been in front of that many people.
Crispin says he wasn't intimidated when it was time to act. Thanks to him and others, the victims of this crash made it out with non-life-threatening injuries. Someone in there said that their faith in humanity is renewed because of what you and the others did. How does that make you feel?
I don't want to say like it makes me feel like very heroic and anything like that. I just feel like I was put in a position where I was supposed to be at the right place at the right time, and I wish and feel like anybody would do the same thing.
They're rescuing people.
We sure hope so. Also happening out here tonight, the Pembroke Pines Commission passing a resolution.
Amazing story. So I love when people are recognized for being good humans. I mean, we rarely ever get that kind of stuff. That's why I try to do this show, to highlight people doing good things. So I love when cities give those awards out for people being people, for people being people. What did I just say? For people being heroes. Wasn't that like a Brie Larson thing? People being people or whatever. I don't know what she said, but she said something about people being people. That was a good blooper. I tell you, my brain today. This next story is very cute. It's about love. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Keely, that's not a nice thing to say at all. Look at the bright side. At least you're not blonde. My goodness, Keely. This is true. People do be people sometimes. This next story is very sweet. It's about love. I love love. Here is this loving story. Farmers plants 13-acre corn maze to propose to his girlfriend. Will you marry me, Carolyn? Oh, Caroline or Carolyn? I never know how to pronounce that word. Carolyn, Caroline. An Ohio farmer planted 13-acre corn maze with a very special surprise. A marriage proposal for his girlfriend. Circle S Farms in Franklin County revealed that in 2025 corn maze wasn't just any maze. It was a heartfelt proposal crafted by one of their farmers, Timothy Sullivan. Carolyn. You said it differently. See, it says Caroline on this one. Now it's Carolyn. Anyway, Spike doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, we're gonna keep going here. From the ground, it was a mystery. From the sky, it read out loud, "Will you marry me, Carolyn?" Or Caroline. Caroline. Oh. Spelled across 13 acres of corn for any passing plane to see. Sullivan and a crew started planting the tractor on June 3rd, and by late June, the message was visible from above. Sullivan admits that he was sweating. He was sweating the small stuff. I've been super nervous about the other planes or helicopters flying over and possibly them seeing it or taking a picture. So I felt like every time I opened up my Facebook, I'd cringe a little bit, hoping that the image wouldn't be there and that somebody hadn't ruined the surprise, he said. To make the big moment happen, he convinced Carolyn to take a flight with him under the innocent pretense that he was learning to fly. On the first pass, she didn't spot the message, so Tim asked the pilot to circle one more time, the engagement ring safely tucked in his pocket. Then she saw it. It was like it was just so I was just so amazed that somebody put that much effort into planning into a proposal like that. And I expected he would do something quite elaborate and intentional, but nothing to that extreme by any means, she said. There they are. There he is proposing. Oh, it's so cute. Look, he's on one knee and everything in front of the plane. What a good proposal story. She added that the whole thing felt perfect for them. It was only fitting that our proposal would happen with a cornfield. The couple is planning to tie the knot in summer 2026. So to all you naysayers, yes, she did say yes. I saw you guys commenting saying that she said no. I'm telling you, it would be very difficult for a woman to say no to something like this. This is a massive gesture. This is very cool. Very cool. So, of course, she said yes. And they're getting married. Oh, I hope they have a really long and wonderful marriage. What a cute story. How dare all of you naysayers in the chat. This is for you.
How dare you?
I love. Achilles is here. Hi, Achilles. Thank you so much for the €5. Says, hi, Nina. Hello, everyone. How's it going? For people being people, greetings from Germany. Hi, Achilles. Things are going. It's been really up and down recently for me. A lot of down, actually. But Fridays are always an up. So, especially because of people like you who are here to support. So I really, 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 really appreciate it. It's really helpful. Like I was talking to Dante a little bit last night. It was weird because he made it public on the Wednesday show, so I can say it, but he's going through a breakup. So he's going through a breakup, and poor Dante, it sucks to have your heart broken. Even it just sucks. So I was just talking to him, like seeing how he was doing last night. And then I ended up like kind of going into like my struggles. And then by the end of it, I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I was trying to make you feel better. And then I ended up like just kind of telling you about all my struggles instead. And we were just kind of like laughing. But you know what they say, misery loves company. But right now I'm doing great, Achilles. I'm doing much better. And it's a good day. It started out great. And just seeing all of you lovely people in the chat. We have about 221 people watching across all 3 networks right now. That means across YouTube, Rumble, and Twix. We have 221 people watching. That's amazing. And I really appreciate that you guys are all watching out there. It's really cool. It's really cool. So it's just one of those things. Like you go through ups and downs, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. Today is a good day because it's Friday and I get to talk to you guys. This is our community. We keep talking about like, I share so many of these stories where it's like about communities coming together, but this is our community that we built. Like we built this. It's been 245 episodes. We've built this community over 245 episodes. Like, we know each other now. Some of us share our struggles on here. We've been through like so much. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm really every milestone episode, which is like, the fives and then the round numbers, I always get like a little emotional and like generally speaking, because I think to myself, like, wow, I'm so glad I started this show when I did. Like, I'm so glad that I started it because we've come so long and we've gotten to know each other and like just, be part of our our own little like nook in YouTube, our own little place in YouTube. And that it's always really cool. It's always really cool. You know what? You don't have to try and ruin it, Spike. You don't have to try and ruin it, Spike. I can be a little gay with them not around here. I shouldn't have said that. Oh no. Besides, you know what they say? You say the devil's name, he's going to show up. Damn it, Spike.
He's way tart.
Why are you doing this, Spike? Moving right along. Thank you again, Achilles, for that wonderful, wonderful super chat. Got 200-watt studios here for $2. That was amazing proposal. Oh, amazing, because it was a maze. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I read that, it went, and then I realized what you said. See, at least I'm honest, and you know what? Keely's right. I am lucky I'm not blonde. Thank you, 200-watt studios. John Thomas for 2485. What is going on with me today, you guys? I'm not drunk. I promise. John Thomas 2485, aka John Thomas, because I don't have to read the full names of people around here. Thank you for the 2. Carolyn. Oh, I see what you're saying, because I think that's what Spike was trying to tell me earlier, like how they're spelled. But since you paid to say the same message, I understood it better. Thank you. 201 Studios, thank you for the $5. Says his girlfriend said, I fell in love with the ears. Or sorry, I fell in love with his ears. She always tried to butter him up, to peel away his tough husk exterior. What are you talking about? What is this about, the corn maze story? Oh my God, this is about corn, isn't it? His girlfriend said, I fell in love with his ears. She always tried to butter him up, to peel away his tough husk exterior. Oh my God, this is about corn. Right? Did I get that?
Stop it. Get some help.
Thank you, 200-watt studios. Do you guys like corn? Like, I like corn. Like, I like it, but I don't love it. And I feel like in Mexico, they love corn here. It's like next level. I'm like, I just don't love corn that much. I like corn mazes though. Those are fun. Those are fun. Spike is like, for $2. You did not have to send me $2 to say, Thank you, Spike. Very sweet. Achilles with another €2. By the way, how did you get proposal, Nina? Oh, it was one of those weird proposals where it was like, we're just lying in bed together and he kind of just went like, we were just talking. I was like really early. Like we were like it was very early on in our relationship. And he just kind of went, like, it was just it was like a really organic thing that happened. And we were just kind of like joking around. Like he was like, "Oh, you're going to marry me, right?" And I was like, "Of course." And he just kind of looked at me and I looked at him and I was and it was kind of like a weird situation where it was like, are you like, it was weird. I can't explain it. It was a very intimate. It was an intimate moment that I'll never forget. And I was like, did something just happen? And then we just kind of realized we wanted to marry each other. So it was a weird proposal because we were like, I think we were going to be together forever. And it just kind of happened. And then the next thing I knew, I had a ring and it wasn't planned. It just happened. It was just one of those weird proposals. I know it sounds really romantic. But then we went to the dinner and like all this stuff. But it had already happened. Like the surprise was gone, because it was weird, but exactly. It's weird but memorable. It just kind of like it's just so organic. It was one of those things where we just kind of realized that we wanted to be together forever. You know. You know. You know how it goes. John Thomas for $2 says he bet the farm she'd say yes. Wow. He did bet the farm. Pulsar Echo 1952. Thank you for the 5, aka Pulsar Echo. I don't know why I'm saying the numbers. Supporting Good News Show. Keep up the great work. Thank you so very much. That is very kind and generous. Really appreciate you. We still got more. Don't go away. Don't go away. My favorite story is actually still coming up. I've saved some of the best ones for last. 2 and What Studios for 2 says maize is corn. So he made a maze. Oh shoot. I didn't know that. This is one of those like ESL moments for me. Because I was like, wait, maize is corn? I thought maize is like a maze. Maze. Like what the Minotaur is in. I didn't know that maize is corn. Maize is. Oh my God. You're blowing my mind right now, bro.
If it's clear and yellow, you've got juice there, fella. If it's tangy and brown, you're in cider town. Now, there's 2 exceptions and it gets kind of tricky.
You can stay, but I'm leaving.
Can be yellow if they're using late season apples. And of course, in Canada, the whole thing's flip-flop.
That's me right now with the maze. I already didn't have a brain. I don't know what I'm talking about. Brazzy! There's a Brazzy here. There's a Brazzy monkey. He's here. He's over on Rumble, you guys. He's Brazzy. Hi, Brazzy. Brazzy monkey. Thank you for the $10, Braz Monkey. The toast to you, my friend. Leo Toast. Leo Toast, Brazzy. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hail. 201 Studios for $2 says, I proposed to a girl when we were in bed too. I don't know if you're like making a joke or like I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's great. I have a feeling this is an innuendo. Thank you there, 201 Studios. Okay. This is my favorite story. It 100% felt like it. Achilles. Achilles, my goodness. Oh. A girl, I guess it didn't work out. You guys are hilarious. Okay, this next story, this is probably my favorite story, and I don't know who was talking about it in the chat, but this is definitely Florida news as well. And I love the story. And one of the reasons I love this story is actually related to the Wednesday show, because we talked about something going on in Canada that's very like government overreach. And I mentioned the whole situation with Smokey the Bear. Now, if you guys are familiar with Smokey the Bear, you know that he tells you when to put fires out, when it's safe to create fires in Canada and places that are like wooded areas. And he also hangs out in Florida. Smokey the Bear is a big deal. Smokey the Bear is a big deal. And this next story actually involves Smokey the Bear. And I love it. It says Florida man tries to sell stolen Smokey the Bear signs, so the police bring Smokey to the arrest. And that is just, I mean, the headline just has it all. I love this story so much. This is so good. In what might be one of the most Florida arrests ever, a man accused of stealing Smokey the Bear signs from state forest and selling them online for $1,900 each got a surprise he didn't see coming. Smokey the Bear himself showed up for the takedown. There's Smokey. He's like, "You're going to jail, bro. You're going to jail." According to the Florida Agriculture Commissioner, Wilton Simpson, the suspect allegedly traveled from Pensacola to Orlando, swiping the iconic signs from protected forest areas and listing them on Facebook Marketplace. Naturally, law enforcement wasn't amused, but they were definitely creative. When officers from Florida Agricultural Law Enforcement team caught up with the man, they didn't just slap on the cuffs. They brought Smokey the Bear along for the arrest. Yes, really. There he is. There's Smokey. And here's the signs that guy was stealing and selling for $1,900 on Facebook Marketplace. That's insane. That's outrageous. What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear? Simpson wrote on Facebook post along with the hilarious photos. Big thank you to Smokey the Bear for personally assisting in the arrest, he added. Only in Florida. This is amazing. Like, can we just all acknowledge how this is freaking funny? Can you imagine Smokey the Bear shows up for the arrest? If I was that guy, I would be like, WTF? Like, what the actual F is happening right now? Kevin Brandon over on X commenting, "Hero dog, what a good boy." That's right. Thank you for commenting over on X. It is a thumbs up. You know, I thought it was the other finger too, but no, he's going like this. He's going like this. Although the other finger would also make sense. But you know what? Smokey is family friendly, you guys. So he wouldn't do that. 201 Studios for $2 says, "Have to be careful right after sex. Posing." This did not match the story, 200-watt Studios. Thank you for the $2. We're talking about Smokey the Bear now. Smokey the Bear. Smokey is family friendly. He tries to tell He tries to teach kids about not smoking in the forest. Yeah, just in the forest. And like fire safety. You don't smoke it in wooded areas. Don't put out a fire. I mean, don't put out a fire. don't make a fire in wooded areas. My brain. What is happening to me? Screw you too, Smokey. John Thomas for $5 says everyone knows Smokey was a real bear rescued from the fire as a cub, right? That's right. That's right. So Nina, you have Smokey the bear in Canada as well. Yeah, he's a big deal in Canada because we have a lot of woods. He's a big deal. We have like billboards of Smokey going into campgrounds and stuff. Psychotic mongoose, you just stop that. You just stop that. Hey, Tomby is here. What's up, Tomby, over on Rumble? Hi. How you doing? How you doing? We're just talking about Smokey the bear, Tomby. He showed up to arrest this guy. Look at this guy was like stealing his signs and selling them on Facebook Marketplace, and they showed up and arrested him with Smokey the bear. That's what we're talking about. Because Smokey's awesome. Smokey is the bear, like the bomb.com. Smokey is American. Don't appropriate our culture. Look, he's a dual citizen, okay? He's a dual citizen, John Thomas. He's a bear. He goes from forest to forest. He doesn't give two hoots about the border. Smokey just cares about fire safety. He doesn't really care about anything else. All right. Darren, am I wrong? It is Smokey, right? I mean, it's been a minute since I've gone camping in Canada. But it is Smokey, right? Or did we have like our own Canadian version that I'm like misremembering now? But I remember that bear. He would tell us when to camp. Do you remember, Darren? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, thank God. Because I thought I was just like, do we have a Canadian version? I'm pretty sure it's the same bear. He just goes around everywhere talks about fire safety. I remember. It's probably some moose instead of Smokey the bear. No, it's not. It's a bear and he's cute. I remember. Because he had the hat and everything. He's an international bear. He goes everywhere. He's a dual citizen, people. He's a dual citizen. All right. Moving right along. This next little video, it's a really short little video, and it just honestly just warmed my heart because I was like, oh, like so sweet. And it's this video right here. It's just a really just sweet sound. It says a child's reaction of pure awe after a symphony performance. And it's just such a sweet little sound. So here we go. So like the symphony's obviously going for a while, and like the symphony YouTube channel uploaded this by making it so like they heightened up the audio, like the audience audio, so you can hear it, because everybody in the auditorium could hear it, but at first it wasn't caught up, so they're turning it up so people can hear it. So here we go. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Here we go. It's so sweet. He's just like, wow. Aw. It's such a sweet sound. It's like you can tell, like, he was really like just moved by the moment, and this thing, right? Sometimes the purest reviews come from the smallest voices. At Boston Symphony Hall, moments after the final notes of Mozart's Messianic funeral music faded into silence, a young child's voice spoke the hush with a single heartfelt word: "Wow." It was it wasn't staged, rehearsed, or prompted, just a genuine reaction to the the beauty and emotion of the music. It's so sweet. Like, you could totally tell it's like an organic moment where like the kids just like, wow. Like, it's like, oh, it just really kind of gives you that moment. I love those organic moments, especially when it comes to children hearing and experiencing things for the first time and their reactions to it. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful sound. John Thomas, $5. Thank you so very much, John. Says Smokey has an owl friend, Woodsy, to teach to throw away trash correctly. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Oh my God, I don't remember Hootie at all. Or wait, what was his name? Hootie. Woodsy. He should have been called Hootie. Smokey and Woodsy. I don't remember Woodsy at all in Canada. Do we have Woodsy? Darren, do we have a Woodsy? He should have been named Hootie. What a missed opportunity. Give a hoot, don't pollute. I love that. Let's pull up Woodsy. I want to know what a Woodsy. Hold on. Maybe we do have Woodsy, and I've totally forgotten. Woodsy. Woodsy with a Z? No, it's SEY. Okay, Woodsy. The owl. I don't remember this. I don't remember this owl at all. Hold on. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it. Smokey the Bear is way more popular than Woodsy the Owl. We had the commercial? I don't remember this at all. I don't remember Woodsy at all. Why don't I remember him? It's because of the billboards. He never had a billboard. I didn't remember the Smokey billboards. That's funny. There he is. Woodsy the Owl says, give a hoot, don't pollute. Aw, he's cute. Oh, that's adorable. I can't believe I've forgotten this, if I ever saw it at all. Thanks for letting us know about that. 2-in-1 Studios for $2 says there's a lot of wood where I live too. God damn it, 2-in-1 Studios.
Stop it. Get some help.
I hate you. Look, give a hoot, 200-watt Studios. Don't pollute. Listen to Woodsy. Thank you for the $2. It says music will move us on an elemental level. So good. Thank you. Yes, I believe you don't have an innuendo in this one. I appreciate that. Thank you. He's all yours now. Give us the bear back. No, we're keeping the bear. I'm keeping Smokey. Okay, this next story. Okay, so here's the thing. This is one of those videos where I was totally laughing with this when the video started, but by the end of the video, my shields completely failed. So I'm just letting you guys know.
Shields up.
I love this video. I have to share it with you guys. So here we go. He thought he was getting a burger for his birthday, then came the tears. This is one of those videos. Oh wait, I have to go to Instagram for this. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to Instagram. So she comes in and she has a birthday present for him.
Birthday boy. Yeah. I bought that boy. Yeah. What the yeah. I bought that boy first. Yeah. I get that big burger. Yeah, boy, I bought you the biggest burger they had, yeah, right? Yeah, man. I bought you the biggest burger they had. You better eat that. You gonna eat that burger? Yes, I am. Come back over here. Okay, my burger. Come over here. Open your big burger. We want to see your big burger. I want to see your burger. Mommy, thank you. Thank you, Mom. What is it? What is it?
He loves his mama. Oh. You could tell he was like just wanting that so bad.
Oh, that is sweet.
I'm not gonna cry.
I love you, man. What you got?
Oh, she's a
What
good mom.
I got my birthday boy. Yeah, I bought that boy. Yeah. What the yeah.
It's just so sweet because he was so happy just to get the burger, you know, like, and then it's just like he's so happy that you can tell that like he knows his mom works really hard. And the other part about this video, like it's the little things, like the way like he runs to the table to eat, like you can tell he has manners. And they're like, no, come back, come back. And it's just like, it's so sweet. I swallowed the water wrong. And so like when he was just so emotional over like just the burger. And then you realize that he's like, it's something he's wanted obviously for a long time. And his mom's obviously worked really hard to get it. And he knows that. And I think the reason his mom got it for him is probably because he's done like really well in school or like, you know, he's just done just really good things. And so you can tell that she's a really good mom. She's a really good mom. And yeah, and the cutest part is that the comments is all about like, oh, like let's like she raised the kids the right way, and like people are like, oh, let's go get him a burger too. Like people want like a GoFundMe for him so that they can like like donate more burgers and stuff. And it's just like it's the idea that he was so happy and grateful for even just the burger. And then he got an iPhone and he was so happy. I love that. I love that. I love that kind of video. Two and One Studios for Two says innuendo, the corn. No, thank you. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, Yarn Witch? How you doing? I know, it's so sweet. And the mom wasn't expecting his reaction too. It's so sweet. It's so cute. It was so sweet. And like, you know what? My mom's done that kind of stuff for me, and I've just been like, just my mom's a good mama. And like, you never get too old for that kind of thing, where like your mama gets you something, and you're like, "Hey, mama, thank you." So sweet. I love it. I love those kind of videos. This is a really cute video. Here we go. It says the shelter said that he loved water, so his new owner took him there. A heartwarming video is making waves online after one newly adopted pup got to experience his dream day. Let's watch the video, then we can read the thing. Oh, look at him! Look at him! Look at him. He's so cute. He's so happy because he likes the water. Look how adorable he is. He's just like, oh yay, the water, more water. That's all he wants is like just to splash around in this little pond. It's like the most beautiful little video of like just him being just purely happy. It's just like pure happiness. His little reaction to like the pond. Wait until you see the ocean, little buddy. And it says here the video begins with a note from the owner just adopted this dog whose shelter card declared that his love for water. So I brought him to this place. And this was his reaction. Cue the joyful chaos. A small dog leaps into the pond and starts zooming and splashing and soaking up every second. It's clear that he's in absolute bliss. Viewers were moved by the moment, flooding the comments with comments like this. This is how I imagine my dog is in heaven right now. Oh, that is so true. It had like that heaven vibe. Please send this to the rescue. They may cry tears of joy. I'm sure they would, actually. You've made him so happy with such a little thing. Like you're just like, here's a little pond. It's amazing what a little love, a pond, and a second chance can do. It's so true. So true. Look at this little dog as like the like happiness is this dog right now. This is what happiness means. It's so sweet. I love it. Little cutie. Little cutie pie. Such a good little video. Such a good little video. And speaking of dogs, oops. Here's another story. But before I get there, 201 Studios for $5 says my joke seems so ill-timed after you do this story. I know. That's what makes them even funnier, actually. You always like come off like such a never mind. I can't say bad words on this show. It's like, dude. I mean, like you and Russell Hall, man. I'm telling you, you guys make this show so challenging sometimes. Well, especially Russell. My God. Can't even take a hint, that guy. Speaking of which, I have noticed that he is visibly not here. It's like his absence is noticeable. It's like, oh God. I feel like next week he's gonna come back and be like, I have to make up for like the lost time of giving her ish, you know? I'm like scared about next week. Like is he like I freaking Russell Hall trauma. He's gonna come back with a vengeance. This is so bad. Sometimes I really wish this was the Wednesday show because Never mind. I'm not saying it. I can't say it. I can't say it on the show. There's a bad joke in there that I feel like only certain people in this chat would get. I'm looking at you, 200 Watt Studios. I'm looking at you, 200 Watt Studios, and Spike. I'm pretty sure Spike would get it, and Brazzy. He already got it. Look at this. No, we're trying to keep this family friendly. We're moving right along, people. Okay. We're going to this next story so I can save myself. Small dog found at auto repair shop sparks miracle reunion. Oh, that's so cute. There he is. He's a little doggy. Oh, he's so cute. Adorable. And so some stories hit you right in the heart, and this one from the animal shelter in St. Louis. I think it's St. Louis. I never know how to say this. St. Louis or St. Louis. I think it's St. Louis, is no exception. A small dog had been spotted wandering around the property of St. Louis Auto Repair. The staff brought her to Stray Rescue of St. Louis to check for microchip, and sure enough, she had one. Oh, yay! Rescue staff immediately called the number listed on the chip. When a man picked up, he was stunned. He said his little dog has been missing for 1 year and 1 month, the shelter shared on Facebook. I'm on my way to work, but my God, I can't even think about that right now. I'm on my way, he said on the phone. Just moments later, he walked through the door, and what followed was one of the most emotional reunions imaginable. This guy walks in crying. Now we're all crying too, and we bring the dog out, whose tail is going a million miles per minute. And the shelter said they're reunited and we guarantee she's never going to go missing again. Those two are so happy to be reunited. Miracles happen, the shelter added. I wish they had videoed it, but that's okay. Sometimes some moments can't really be captured. Just glad that they at least got a picture. And so, yay. Yay! Yay for the doggy. Yay for reunions. Miracles do happen, people. Miracles do happen. Now, we're almost at the end of the show. So for the final story of the day, I wanted to put I'm always going to try to end the stories, like end the show with something positive, like really positive, not like ones that make you cry. So this one was really funny, and I want to leave you guys with a laugh. So this one, I thought was great, hilarious, and also cute at the same time. So here we go. Says this dad made a product review for his 4-month-old baby, and it's honestly perfect. This is a really cute video. So here we go. We're gonna watch this. Wait, what?
View of this baby. Okay, so delivery takes a while, 9+ months, but the product so far has absolutely exceeded expectations. Super so lightweight, cute. Surprisingly durable, and that new baby smell is just chef's kiss. So now the learning curve, steep, not gonna lie to you guys, but once you figure out the whole kind of crying equals needs something algorithm, it's pretty intuitive. Now the smile feature is absolutely game changing. You know, instant dopamine hit every single time. Battery life is only about 90 minutes, and sleep mode still has some bugs, but support says that will be patched in the next update. Performance, okay, this thing is a machine. Processes milk at just incredible speeds, converts directly to energy and growth. The learning AI is honestly impressive. You know, babies, they're a lot like having your own personal LLM.
Oh, he's chill. He's so chill.
If LLMs also peed on you. Now, the features, the cute factor is off the charts. Definitely enterprise grade adorability, advanced grip functionality, surprisingly good audio. You know, frankly, the volume could be a little bit lower. And pro tip, the cuddle feature is absolutely worth the premium
so
pricing.
cute.
Overall, I would definitely recommend this product for families looking to scale. Yeah, they're resource intensive and they require significant investment. It's kind of like a expensive SaaS subscription with no cancellation policy, but the ROI is already showing massive gains in happiness metrics. So that's my review. Stay tuned for future product updates. Time to go change a diaper. All right, I'm out.
That was great. And it says here, there was like the results of the videos equal parts funny and heartwarming, which it was. And it says, plus the video's comment section is packed with hilarious reactions from parents. Like, quote, the unboxing is brutal, but after that, it's pretty great. The unboxing is brutal. And then it says, they accidentally sent me 3. Oh my God, that's hilarious. It's like they have triplets. Just warning you, the maintenance cost jumps a lot in update 15. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. The volume gets so much louder around update 2.5. This is so true. The terrible twos. It's so good. It's just such a good video. This is this is where, you know, TikTok can be really funny and like fun. Like it's not just all cringe. Some of the stuff is really good. Like the lighter side of TikTok is actually really fun, and that's like this kind of video.
What's up, everyone? Here is my 4-month product review of this baby.
And also the baby is super cute. Like the baby with the shades. That's just adorable.
Okay, so delivery takes a while, 9+ months, but
look at his he's so cute.
The product so far has absolutely exceeded expectations. Super lightweight, surprisingly durable, and that new baby smell is just chef's kiss.
The baby smell is so good. I love the baby smell.
Now, the learning curve, steep, not going to lie to you guys. But once you figure out the whole kind of crying equals needs something algorithm, it's...
crying needs something. There's adults that do that.
It's pretty intuitive. Now, the smile feature is absolutely game-changing. You know, instant dopamine hit every single time. Battery life is only about 90 minutes, and sleep mode still has some bugs, but support says that will be patched.
I know the funniest part is like Anna, that Star Wars girl, was talking about how she still has baby fever the other night. I should send her this video. Her baby fever will go through like the roof.
In the next update. Now, performance, okay, this thing is a machine. Processes milk at just incredible speeds, converts directly to energy and growth. The learning AI is honestly impressive. You know, babies, they're a lot
the learning AI, I love that.
Like having your own personal LLM if LLMs also peed on you. Now, the features, the cute factor is off the charts. Definitely enterprise grade adorability, advanced grip functionality.
Advanced grip functionalities was like, he's so cute. I just love that baby.
Surprisingly good audio. You know, frankly, the volume could be a little bit lower. And pro tip, the cuddle feature is absolutely worth the premium pricing. Overall, I would definitely recommend this product for families looking to scale. Yeah, they're resource intensive and they require significant investment. It's kind of like a expensive SaaS subscription with no cancellation policy.
I love this. This is so funny. It was a good video. I'm sorry, what? What? Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, showed off. Showed off, dude. Spelling mistake. You know what? Spelling is really important. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow. This is why they tell you grammar is important, you guys. Spelling is important. Grammar is important. My God. That was alarming. I was like, wait, look, I know Cecil and them are like hard up for money a little bit, especially Cecil, but I didn't know Anna was in that bad of a situation. So is proofreading. That was like the worst, bro. I was like, wait, what? This is getting dark. I need to end this show before it's going off the rails. So thank you everyone so very much for coming to join me on another wonderful episode of Infinite Hope, where we talk about good news, believe it or not. And it was episode 245. It was a milestone. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me. And obviously, special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff, and the Rumble Rants too. Thank you so very much, because it really helps the channel and helps doing what I do. Until next time, you guys, obviously, you know the drill. Practice empathy, practice kindness, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. And I'm gonna try and do some video gaming maybe this weekend, because I found out that the new RoboCop is out. So I'm gonna try and do. You know what they say? You make plans and God laughs, but that is what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on doing a couple gaming streams, and RoboCop returns. We need more RoboCop stop crime. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Playing Robo. Somebody said raid FNT. Look, I think they get enough. What's it called? But what I will do, they get enough viewers. But what I will do is I'll look to see if there's anybody else that's streaming right now that should be rated, like smaller channels. We gotta pay it forward to the smaller channels, like, oh looky, Carrie Smith. She is what's it called? She is streaming right now. So let's raid Carrie Smith, the lovely, lovely Carrie Smith. She's streaming right now. Can I raid her stream? Let's see if I can do it, because I am terrible at this. Also, let's see if I can actually find a way to do this, because you're supposed to you have to go to your, let me go to my channel. I gotta go to the account, the YouTube Studios. Let's see if I can officially do it. If she's got it turned on, because some people have that turned off. So let's see if we can do it. I think you're supposed to go to community. Wait, how do you do this again? I always forget. You're supposed to go to settings, permissions. Oh God, I really should learn how to do this way quicker. How do I do this again? I'm terrible. The weird part is I'd figured it out and then I forgot how it's done. Why don't they make this easier on YouTube? It's really annoying. Let's see. How do I raid Carrie Smith? Hold on. I'm gonna have to Google it. It really is a pain in the butt, deranged lunatic. And I know you're supposed to like it should really be like one button, you know? Like it should be like, okay, you press a button, you raid the channel, you put the link in, you raid the channel, you know, so long, good luck, you know, that kind of thing. But let me see. You're supposed to go to like YouTube Studios or something. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think redirect. Okay, hold on. We're doing it. I'm going to raid Carrie Smith. We're gonna do it, people. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Watch like I do all of this and it's gonna be like her channel doesn't accept rating. Wait, what is this video saying again? Where's the redirect? I don't see the redirect at all. Oh my God. This is terrible. What? This is not working. There's no redirect. Customization, maybe? Oh, there it is. I think I found it. Okay, hold on. I found it. Hold on. Now let me get Carrie's link. Where are you, Carrie? Here we go. Do I have to put the link in? Or do I just have to put her thing? Her channel? Carrie, I swear to God, if I do all this and it says you can't redirect Carrie Smith, I'm going to be mad. Carrie Smith. Oh my God, I can't raid her. It literally said it's one of those. She hasn't turned it on. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, people. After all of that. And you can tell her she didn't have my raid turned on. Look at this. Look it. I can't redirect, privileges needed. Damn it, Carrie. Bye for now. Bye, Keely. Here is the raid. If you guys want to go, if you guys want to go over there on Rumble as well, I dropped both the links in the chat. So go over there, tell her I say hi. Nina Infinity Raid or Infinity Raid, whatever. This, you know what? At least I tried. This is true. I tried. Yeah, we'll scold her for you. Tell her it took me 5 minutes to figure it out. No, but in all seriousness, send her my love. Obviously, tell her hello, and Nina Infinity Raid, and I love Carrie Smith. I hope you guys go over there and say hi, and obviously bless her too. Bless her, and she's awesome. So anyways, thank you everybody, you guys, for joining me today. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.
I know you are mine, come rain or come shine. Give me some good news. Give me some good news today. I don't want to waste no more of our precious time. Give me some good news. Give me some good news.